What's up, everybody? It's Erica here from The In-Between. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future Make Money Online reviews just like this one. If you're watching this video, chances are you've seen or heard about Data Engineer Academy. It's a program that says it can help you land a six-figure data job in as little as 90 days. Their whole pitch is that they'll walk you through filling your skills gap, help you apply for jobs, and even coach you on interviews and salary negotiations. And if you don't land a job in that 90-day window, they say that they'll keep working with you until you do. So in this review, I want to break down exactly what's inside the program, what it actually delivers, what students are saying about it online, and whether or not this is something you can actually count on to leave your 9-to-5 in 2025, or if you're looking for something that's way more scalable, much less stressful, and actually builds you a business that you own, much like the model I've been personally running for the past 2 years now that still continues to pay me every single month, then go ahead and click on the link below to check it out. And just a quick disclaimer here before we get started, guys. I'm not affiliated with Data Engineer Academy at all. This is all just my honest take based on my own research, experience, and what real students are saying about it online. With that being said, let's jump right in. So Data Engineer Academy promises to help you land a six-figure data role in just under 90 days. And if you don't, their whole promise is that they'll keep working with you until you do. The guy behind it is Christopher Garzon, and he claims to not be your typical academic guy with a fancy CS degree. He broke in data engineering without the traditional credentials, worked at big companies like Amazon, Lyft, and Facebook, and by year 5, he claims he was pulling in about $450,000 a year as a lead data engineer. The whole business model here isn't just a course, it's kind of a coaching meets service hybrid. So that means they're not just dumping you into some portal and wishing you luck. They actually promise you 3 main things, which is filling your skills gap with a personalized plan, actually helping you apply for jobs, and then guiding you through interviews and salary negotiations. So in reality, it's pitched as an end-to-end system. Once you sign up, the first thing they do is assess where you're at. So instead of just throwing you a bunch of generic modules, they custom build you a learning plan within just 24 hours. And the whole idea is that you won't waste any time on stuff you already know or on skills you'll never use in the field. Next, they don't just tell you to apply for jobs, they literally help you do it. So that means they get your resume fixed up from day one and get you templates and tools to apply in bulk. And apparently they even partner with recruiting firms. Some students said that they didn't just get help, they had the team actually applying for them. And once the offers come in, they don't just leave you hanging. They coach you through all of the interviews and they even walk you through salary negotiations so that you're not jumping at the first lowball. So in a nutshell, it's definitely supposed to be hands-on from start to finish. When it comes to the course's online rep, they have about 12,000 subscribers on their YouTube channel. And beyond that, they have roughly 379,000 followers on their Instagram page. Now over on Trustpilot, the course holds a 4.7 star average with a lot of happy reviewers saying that the coaching is hands-on. The resume overhaul and bulk applications save tons of time and salary negotiation helps pushes offers higher. So in a nutshell, several point to real six-figure outcomes in just a few months. But the 1-star reviews tell a much different story. Common themes are rigid or unavailable scheduling even before interviews, slow or unhelpful support, and high prices for low value, with help that fades once all of the students land their roles. A few even complain about missing live sessions, poor or outdated material, slow Slack replies, hard sell calls with no upfront pricing, and even interview clips being reused without clear consent. Beyond that, a ton of Redditors also point out high pressure sales, call for price funnels, and realistic 90-day promises for true data engineering. A lot of other veterans urge starting with SQL, Python, and free options like Data Engineering Zoom Camp, while a few other users do report good outcomes. Now, when it comes to the price, you will need to sit through a discovery call first just to know how much you are paying. But from what I've seen online, many students hinted at the fact that it is a high-ticket coaching program ranging from at least a few $1,000s minimum, and maybe even up to 5 figures just depending on the package. Now, if you actually land a 6-figure job, that investment might make sense. You'd make it back fairly quickly. But if you don't, it's an extremely painful hit, especially if you went in blind without knowing all of the costs up front. With that said, here's my real problem with this kind of program. You don't actually own anything, and at the end of the day, you're still just an employee. Maybe you make six figures, but you're still trading your time for a paycheck, and you're still at the mercy of whether or not a company wants to hire you, fire you, or outsource your role, and it's definitely not scalable. Even if you do manage to land a new job, your income stops the second you decide to stop working. And in tech especially, guys, layoffs happen all of the time. Skills go out of date, companies cut budgets, and while it sounds great, it's still not a model that builds you financial freedom, and you're still stuck in the same cycle of trading hours for money, just with a nicer salary attached. So instead of spending thousands of dollars on a program like this, I'd much rather put all of my energy into something that I can fully control. That's why if you guys have been following me for a while now, you'll know that I run what's called the digital rental method instead, and it's way simpler than it sounds. I simply build small websites around local service niches around the US that people are already searching for every single day, stuff like fencing repair, roofing, or plumbing, and then I get all of those sites ranked to the very top of Google. When people call in, I pass all of those leads to a local business owner, and they happily pay me every single month just to keep all of the calls flowing. The difference is, guys, is that I own all of my sites 100%. If one business owner decides to stop paying me, I don't lose any of my income. I simply rent out all of those leads to another business that's willing to take on more calls. For example, as you can see here, guys, I built this fencing repair site for Colorado Springs a little over 3 years ago. That same site still continues to bring in calls to this day. The business owner happily pays me month after month, and I don't have to babysit it like a fragile gig platform. With the digital rental method, you're simply stacking digital assets 24/7 around the clock. You're not hoping someone else approves your resume or that some recruiter puts you in the right pile. You're in 100% control all of your websites, aka lead magnets, and that type of control is what makes the digital rental method so much scalable and stable long term compared to all of these other online business models. All right, guys, that's it for my full review of the Data Engineer Academy by Christopher Garzon. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and drop down in the comments to let me know what you thought about today's video. And if you're ready to build a business that you actually own, much like the same one I use to make passive income every single month, then go ahead and check out the link in the description below for a free training that goes over the whole digital rental method. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.